ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about WWE Saturday night's main event, live from Montreal, Canada tonight, and very good show. I'm just gonna give my rating out of the way, 10 out of 10. I thought it was a phenomenal show. It's been a while since I've gave a WWE show a 10 out of 10. But it was phenomenal tonight. The in-ring action was great. All four matches on this card were really, really good. I guess we'll get to the main takeaway. Sami Zayn. Sorry to turn this down. Sami Zayn wins the Fatal 4-Way. Kind of as predicted. Look, I'm not here to tell you they have to like it, but I'm here to tell you why they did it. It's from Canada. Of course, they're going to give him the win in front of the hometown crowd. He's one of the most beloved in Saudi. And the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia. You want to have him and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. I'm not here to tell you have to like it. I'm telling you why they did it. And you probably say, oh, you want to see Randy Orton and Drew? I mean, yeah, but maybe it's more intriguing to see Randy Orton in the Royal Rumble match. But you also had tonight Cody and Fatu facing off, which we'll get to that. Rhea and Io defending their tag titles. AJ Styles and Shinsuke, the final battle in their legendary rivalry. As we kick off the week-long road to the Royal Rumble. Doesn't feel like the road to the Royal Rumble, but it is. But super good show tonight. Let's just get into the card. So let's get to the first thing tonight. So we had the Fatal 4-Way tonight. Cody and Fatu tag team titles. Rhea and Io, Roxanne and Liv, Styles and Nakamura on. So let's start. Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. So in a match that turned intensely personal the night before, following that face-to-face segment they did on Friday, squared off into Saturday. The Samoan Werewolf attacked Cody during his entrance, knocking him off the ropes and firing off a flurry of strikes. When referee Charles Robinson was knocked down, his fellow officials, producers, and security hit the ring to break up the brawl. Fatu laid out anyone in his path, dove from the ropes, and wiped them out again and continued the brawl with Rhodes. The fight returned to the ringside area where Rhodes delivered a top Susada and sent Fatu over the commentary table. The brawl spilled into the stands and saw Fatu slam Rhodes on the concrete floor before they fought up the steps into the arena concourse. A security guard was thrown to a table and by Fatu. Nick Knox arrived just in time for the battle to return back down the stands and toward the ring. The official ordeal ended with Drew McIntyre interjecting himself into the fray, sending Fatu through a table and then powerbombing Rhodes through another before standing tall amid a chance of holy shit. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. But as a result, this was a no contest. This may have been the most chaotic start to Saturday night's main event since they brought the concept back. Neither guy, I guess, could afford a loss tonight. I guess it's the best way possible around that. SmackDown needs a lot of help still, but having a core three nucleus of Drew, Jacob, and Cody at the top and each other's throats is going to make for some really good TV. Both Cody and Fatu getting chance, both men over, Drew capping off perfectly. Crowd on their feet, holy shit chance, let them fight. 10 out of 10 start here, I thought. Look, I mostly criticize Triple H for this sometimes, where it's like, brawls, cheap pops, title changes. When you abuse it, you lose it. But I thought this was the perfect way to start off the show, but that is a valid point. And I will agree with that. But I thought it was a perfect way to start the show here. Maybe Cody could afford a loss, but why do they constantly book themselves into a corner with matches where neither guy can afford a loss? So in comes a third-party DQ or the no contest. But I thought it was a pretty good start to the show, though. I really loved the show here. But it really sets the tone for what they were building last night into tonight. I can appreciate this, get why WWE didn't want a guy eating a pin, but I also get the other argument I was just saying. It was definitely awesome. It was always going to happen. Logically, I don't understand why this match was making in the first place. It's a great start, great chaotic angle, but no match and no outcome. Who knows if we're going to get a proper one-on-one match between these two, but This was the best, most effective way to deliver a fight between Rose and Fatu without ever having the match get to the ring and risking a necessary loss for either guy. The intensity was excellent, the crowd was red hot, and then the McIntyre appearance was a nice surprise that signifies a triple threat match. It's not out of the question at WrestleMania. Do I really want a triple threat match? We saw 2 of them last year, right? I think, so I really don't want another triple threat at WrestleMania. Like, I've seen enough multi-men matches at WrestleMania, men or women matches. But yeah, this was a pretty good way to open the show, though. Next, we had the women's tag titles. Rhea and Io versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. So Liv Morgan attempted to get one over on Rhea, on her longtime rival, teaming with Roxanne to battle the Eradicator and Io Sky. Rio for the women's tag titles. The heels slowed down, grounded, and isolated Sky early on, working over on their side of the ring. When the Genius and Sky created separation with hot tag Ripley, the babyface commenced. Rhea tore the competition up until Morgan and Perez highlighted some of their excellent double team offense and chemistry, halting the bigger, stronger, and Paris momentum. Down the stretch of the match, Sky tried for the over the moonsault, but Perez got her feet up, stunning the former women's world champion. Delivered pop rocks moments later, but Ripley just barely broke with the pin and kind of a mistimed spot. Ripley delivered the riptide of Perez. Sky had her finisher and appeared to have the win until Ray Cale interfered, downing the referee. Hits Io with a move out on the outside, but women's world champion Stephanie Valkyrie at the ring. Sands the walking boot. She has worn her injured ankle of late. Brawled with Rodriguez in the crowd, back in the ring. Morgan delivered a Oblivion to Sky, but Ripley was the legal participant. Delivered Riptide to the unsuspecting heel for the win. You know, Liv continues to get megastar reactions, leading credence to the idea that she should win the Women's Royal Rumble and challenge for one of the women's titles, or at the very least be in contention. Roxanne, anyways, she does a lot of little things extremely well for someone still so young in her career. Presence, including facial expressions, body language, character work, superb. Love her. But the match was excellent as a whole. There were some disjointed spots right before the Rodriguez interference, but before that, but everything else was leading up to it and after was quite good and befitting a division that's been the hottest in WWE, I guess, over the last 6 weeks, giving the women time, and let them tear the house down. It's typically the winning formula for the women's division. Like, this was a tag match, was really interjecting, didn't stop. They avoided a huge disaster towards the end. Off Roxanne's pop rocks, and it looked like Rhea was very late breaking the pin, and the referee clearly holding up his count. Outside of that, I thought it was actually pretty good. The women, when they let the women go, they have really good matches. And, oh, well, gee, matches flow a lot better when they aren't riddled with commercials half the time. Next, AJ Styles versus shit-stained Nakamura with his career on the line next Saturday night at the Royal Rumble in a rematch with Gunther. AJ Styles squared off in a rematch. Squared off with one of his greatest rivals, Shinsuke Nakamura, in singles competition. A long-time opponent sprinkled Easter eggs and throwback spots in the opening moments of the contest, while Weber questioned whether Styles was too tense to win the match. Later, he tied the artist up into a calf crusher, only for Nakamura to escape and apply an armbar of his own. Styles carried to his Styles Clash attempt, but his opponent escaped. He did not dodge a big knee to the jaw, though, as Nakamura was rocked. Traded blows led to a Pele kick from Styles and a rebound Kinshasa from Nakamura. A long grueling match featuring back and forth action. No sustained advantage. Late in the match, Styles took advantage of the opponent's injured left knee, hanging up on the rope. From there, he delivered a phenomenal forearm. The Styles Clash to secure the win. This is a fantastic match to put over the rivalry. Highlight Styles ahead of the Rumble. Featured some snug action, great selling from Nakamura, and a show of respect from the rivals and friends to close it out. The match was thrown together like 24 hours ago. Nothing on the line. Tonight, Styles and Nakamura produced a better match than their WrestleMania 34 match. But this thrown together match probably was a banger because both guys are great at what they do. Nakamura's put so poorly, but this was a really damn good match. The Triple H era allows this wrestlers to go and perform at the level they want to perform at, because it blew their Mania 34 match out of the water by miles. the main event of the evening. Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest versus Randy Orton versus Trick Williams. So, a date with Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed WWE Championship awaited the winner of this match. Sami Zayn entered to a hero's welcome, but it was Damian Priest who served his dominance early, wiping out all three of his opponents. No school poke to the eye by Orton halted his early momentum in a set up a momentary one-on-one show between the Viper and the Underdog from the Underground. Total non-stop action, I should say. Define this one with Williams delivering an an age. What? To Priest onto the timekeeper's guardrail at one point, and Zayn dropping Orton with a side suplex on the announce table. The Viper recovered and returned the favor to Zayn. Then Williams, then Priest as the future Hall of Famer rolled. Priest recovered and delivered South of Heaven to Orton, only to eat kick from Williams. Zayn delivered a Northern Light suplex, the former NXT champion, at the corner, but could not follow up. He did moments later, delivering a Helluva Kick to Priest for the win. Trip to the Royal Rumble. Absolutely deafening ovation for Zayn as expected. I mean, this was a party match, a collection of great spots, non-stop action, some dramatic near falls, and a great finish to pop the crowd, getting exactly what they wanted. Their hometown hero advancing to a big title match at the Royal Rumble. A fantastic way to cap off a really, really good show, I thought. I'll go over the main event, but I'll give them overall grade. This was by far the best Saturday night's main event of this current run, with great in-ring action, strong angles, and a fan service finish that set up a big Royal Rumble title match. This year's Rumble features no of the weaker builds in recent memory, but as a show judged on its own merit, this was a fantastic one that highlighted the women hinted at what's next for Rhodes and followed two with McIntyre. Gave Styles and Nakamura one last chance to showcase their rivalry and ended with an action-packed main event. You cannot ask for more out of these primetime specials, because Saturday night main event shows haven't really been that good to me. And like the normal shows on like Netflix and on TV, they've been solid to like mid. So I'm finally glad I get to give like a 10 out of 10 show, because I thought this was a 10 out of 10 show. That was probably the best Saturday night main event we've got in quite some time. Quick, didn't feel like 2 hours, set up everything what's happening next week, and we got some pretty good old wrestling here tonight. Some good old wrestling. I'm just gonna talk about the main event. Look, like I said at the start of the video, I'm not here to tell you your opinion's wrong for Sami Zayn. If you're right or you're wrong, I'm here to tell you why he won. I said at the start of the video, it's because it was obvious. They're in Canada. He's going to win. He's one of the most beloved in Saudi Arabia. He's going to be in the championship match. Look, I get it. Like, I know the underdog gimmick is kind of stale, but it's not even underdog. How are you going to take him serious if he's main event in Mania but never really won a world title? Like, it is kind of tiring, but I explained to you why. I think Randy Orton's going to be in the Rumble. I think it's probably more interesting, honestly. That's kind of just my opinion on it. Like, Randy Orton, other people want Randy Orton to win it. I mean, no, too, but I think he's probably going to win the world title at some point this year. But maybe it's more intriguing to have him in the Rumble. And I get it if you're like, oh, we don't want this clown or this underdog gimmick stale. I get it. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. But I want to say shout out to Trick Williams. Dude did not look out of place at all. He looked pretty damn good. He looked pretty damn good out there tonight. To me. He looked pretty damn good. But we all knew Sami was going to win. I'm not going to be fake reacting and be like people, oh my god, Sami Zayn, what are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Randy should have won, but it is what it is, man. It's a 10 out of 10 show. And I don't want to hear no Sammy Hogan, though. I don't want to hear, oh, Sammy Hogan, haha. Everyone you call fucking Hogan. But yeah, that's really all I'll say for this video. So, leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, out light. Peace. Have a good night. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. Or who knows. There's, I think, freezing rain, ice storm coming. So hopefully my power doesn't fucking go out. But yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow, got the conference championships for the NFL. And then the Warriors play back-to-back games Sunday and Monday. So, yeah, peace. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, hopefully.